I'm heading up to Gabriola Island to do a comedy show. I just finished work. Let's go. I'm excited. It's another Deadbeat Dads show. We haven't done one in a little while. I love road tripping. It's going to be fun times. Not sure how big the audience is going to be tonight. Gabriola, what have I heard about Gabriola? It's rowdy and a rowdy, wild island. And let's hope that that's the case. Let's go have some fun, get some laughs, have a good time. It's a beautiful day. It's hard booking a show anytime, but it's especially hard to sell tickets during the long weekend. But there's always something. There's always some holiday on a weekend. There's always some event. There's always some big soccer game, some big basketball game. People have lives. People want to do fun things. It's not all about comedy for most people. There's nothing I like better than going on a road trip to do comedy. Just all this work on these jokes, and you get to go out and you get to really see if just a normal, average person gets them as well. I performed on a few small islands. I want to do more. I performed on what island did we do? We did. I've done Denman and Elyott Bay. I don't think Elyott Bay is the island name. I think it's Malcolm Island, maybe. Some named after a white guy, of course. Islands are fun. They're full of weirdos, and that's great. I'm a weirdo. It's hard, balancing work, family, comedy, but I gotta make comedy, traveling for comedy higher up, No accidents. It's a hard gig, When you travel someplace and you don't make any money and it costs you money, it can be pretty tricky. How do you justify that when I got 2 kids I gotta feed? When I got rent, But you also gotta put yourself out there, because if you do not get out there, you do not go to more shows, if you do not go to new towns, you won't develop, you won't get better, and you won't get booked on bigger shows. The opportunities for comedians are in other towns. Your town is only going to view you. They remember when you sucked as an open micer, They remember you bombing your ass off week after week. So of course, their ceiling view of you, they put you at a lower ceiling. Somebody who's never seen you in another town, they're seeing you with fresh eyes, and how good you are now. They don't have all that baggage, and that helps you a lot, especially when you've improved, when you're way better than when you started, which I hope. No, I know I am. I'm not going to be, I'm so humble. I'm not better than when I started. If you're not better than when you started, you definitely shouldn't be doing this. I'm better than when I started. I'm a lot better. Am I the best comedian? No. I'm a good comedian. I'm a great comedian. I'm a headlining comedian. Maybe not everybody's going to see that yet. And that's okay. I got to prove it. I can say I'm a headlining comedian. That's not proving it. But I know I got the jokes, and now I need the attitude. I'm working on headliner attitude. I'm working on crowd work, making sure that I'm dynamic, that I have all of. I'm working on being a fully formed, all around comedian. I want to be a comedian you can trust in any situation. Oh, the crowd doesn't like jokes? Okay, I can do crowd work. I can talk to the audience. I can improv. Oh, this audience hates crowd work and they only want fast-paced jokes. Oh, I can do that. This joke wants dirty. Oh, I got 20 minutes of dirty jokes about tits. Oh, this crowd only wants clean. Oh, you gotta be clean. Oh, I got 40 minutes of clean. No problem. I'm gonna get there. I'm not that far off. It's gonna take a little bit more work. It's not impossible. I'm always trying to get better. Yeah, it's hard because you gotta be willing, in order to get better, you gotta be willing to see your faults, where you suck. It can hurt sometimes, but if you just are in if you think you're the greatest, you will never be the greatest. And you will suck, because the greatest, they know they have weaknesses. It's human nature to have weaknesses. That's okay. And there's always this battle of, oh, ignore your weaknesses, only focus on your strengths. And I don't fully believe in that. Yeah, you should always be trying to improve your strengths. But I feel like your strengths are going to improve naturally. Like if you're doing something and you're already good at it, I think you'll naturally get better. But your weaknesses won't get better unless you do focus on them. And you do exercise those muscles that you don't normally exercise, you know? And you got to get creative. Because I don't believe that doing the same thing over and over again, you're going to get naturally better at something. Like you'll get better to a limit, and then you'll stall. And doing the same thing over and over again won't get you better. You got to get creative. That's why I took boxing classes to get better at stand-up, and it helped a lot. Being calm in a ring, being calm while you're being punched in the face, it helps you when you're trying to face a tough audience who's not giving it to you yet, you know? It feels like you're being punched emotionally in the face, and you can just stand up there and you can be ready, you know, and be happy and be calm. Ooh, it's hot. I'm gonna sweat. I need to work on my AC for my car because I am getting sweaty. I'm trying not to have the windows. I'm trying to keep the volume down so I can record this. So I'm not having my windows down. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this for much longer. But I really enjoy the process of comedy. I enjoy getting out there and meeting people and maybe helping people have a bit better of a day, you know? Helping people deal with tough situations. Life is very difficult. And if you're not out there laughing, I don't know what you're doing. Like, I don't know how you cope. Laughing is so good. I remember all my heroes are, like, growing up were comedians, you know? like Will Ferrell and I'm gonna say John Candy, SpongeBob, like all of these super funny people and stand-up comedians. You know, I watched so much stand-up growing up. Ah. I think that's a sign. Oh shit. I think that's a sign. I gotta take a break. I'm in Dunkin' now. I had to make a stop for a pee and a iced coffee. Safety's always the most important. If you don't drive with an iced coffee, you're not driving safe. I'm a little behind. I'm a little frazzled. I'm hot. I'm sexy. I'm a little rat boy. But let's go. Let's have some fun. I always feel bad. I'm feeling pretty bad for Dunkin' though. They're getting their giant stick. Their giant stick is getting removed. They had the world's largest wooden hockey stick. It's gonna be no more. It's dead. It's just gonna be toothpicks. And that's sad, but it is what it is. You know, time. You make a wooden stick. There's a time limit on that. Like wood is not a good. Wood doesn't have longevity. You know, wood isn't gonna be around for 1,000 million years. You know, the Colosseum wasn't made out of wood. You know, build a giant wooden stick. It's only gonna bring. It didn't even like the giant wooden stick. It didn't bring any tourism. Nobody's coming here. Nobody's stopping in Dunkin' for the giant stick. You drive by it. Like you shouldn't have put it. You definitely should not have put it next to the highway, so people could see it as they drive by. You gotta put that deep in your city, downtown. People have to drive in. They have to take a break. You shouldn't be able to see it from your car. You'd have to walk in. That's how you get people to stop. Made it to Nanaimo. You don't have to remind me. We're doing this Wheels in the Bus improv game. We're giving her names of people and seeing what she came up with. And the first one she came up with was really cute. They're like, what does Dad on the Bus say? And my 3-year-old daughter was like, Dad on the Bus says, eat your dinner, eat your dinner, eat your dinner. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. And then we gave her Nan on the Bus. My 3-year-old daughter was like, Nan on the Bus says, I want wine. I want wine. I want wine. Even on the bus, Nana. Can't even wait till we get home. I'm back in Nanaimo. I'm just checking in. We just did the Gabriola show. It was great. It was okay. It was tough. It was a good show. The audience was great. Everybody that came out was lovely people. It wasn't a full room, so it just made it a little tougher, you know. It was work. And by 10 minutes in, I was exhausted. Driving all day in the hot sun really took it out of me today, but it was a good show. I just rallied. Sometimes that happens in a show. You just get tired in the middle of it, and you just got like, oh I gotta play the hits and give it my all and just give everything I can to the end of the show. I'm just waiting on my A&W, and then I'm heading home. I'm excited. I'll be so excited when I get home. It's been a long day. been up since 6 a.m. Been out of the house since 7 a.m. And hopefully I get home in some reasonable amount of time, you know. And yeah.